Good day, citizens of Los Santos. We are back for another podcast. We are here with my co host, Kent Bull, and we have a special guest today, no other than John Strickland, ex leader of Sand News, just a very fantastic player.
Happy to be here, Jack.
All right, John. So, we're going to talk about a lot, including the recent update and the new features that are to come for an upcoming update that we have.
hmm
Right, so we actually got some inside information from the man himself, Barney Pipe. He told us that there will be an update around 22nd or 23rd. We don't really know, but that is something we all have to look forward for. And he might have given us a little sneak peeks into the update. He might have left a lot of things in dark, but we're gonna try to guess what's going on. I hope he doesn't kill us, but uh, let's try our best to discuss the upcoming updates for the server. So, what do you guys look forward to in the next update? What do you want to be implemented?
Well, I look forward to possibly some new jobs, or at least an update to the current jobs. Right now, a lot of players seem to stick to the same jobs like miner and the garbage man. We need some new jobs, some new features to the current ones to make them a little more interesting.
Right, John. So, I actually talked with Barney for a bit before this, and he let me
Oh,
know that there will be some updates with the lawyer job. What do you
well,
think about this?
I'd be pretty pleased to see an improvement in the lawyer job. Currently, it's something that's not being used very much, especially with regard to the fact that LSPD seems to try to clamp down on lawyers, uh, admittedly in character. But if you're going to have a lawyer job, why not implement it and, in fact, roleplay it more, right?
Right, and it's actually going to be just for that purpose, so people use it more and it's going to be more useful. I'm not going to go into exact details about how the job will be updated, but trust me,
hmm
it's going to be a good one.
And speaking of that lawyer job, we could really use a new interior for the LSPD to make access to the jail cells a little easier.
Well,
That's
lead
right.
mapping coordinator Jack Kenobi here, ready to create the new map for LSPD.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been requesting a new interior for that. And believe me, guys, I am working on it. We just have to get the approval from upper management.
Right, so Barney told me that there will be a new major future that will be added in the next update. Now, what do you think that this might be? I tried to get it out of him, but he stood his ground. He didn't tell me nothing. I tried to get like anything, but this is all I got. Listen up. So he said that this new future will be inside Los Santos and it's going to be near Grove Street. He also said that it's never been seen before and it's something that was requested a while ago. Like, what do you think this might be? I have no idea.
Hmm. So inside Grove Street,
Yeah, it's
and it's
see
something
that
that's not been
close to
done
Grove Street.
before.
Grove Street.
Close to
Like
Grove Street.
I,
That's
I
that's.
was thinking maybe like a community gang for like everybody who can.
You know what? That was actually going to be my guess too. I was thinking like a community gang that people can publicly join, or
Yeah,
I mean, who would run that? I don't know, but that would be my guess too. Or some kind of additional permanent minigame in the same way that we have the battle royale feature. Perhaps they're going to create the team deathmatch feature.
maybe,
I don't know.
maybe.
Interesting.
Also, Barney let us know that there will be a new, like as we saw before, the fisherman job had a boost. Now the drug smuggler job has a boost. But next week, another job will have a boost. Well, let's try to guess what it may be. Like, what do you guys think?
Right, I'm thinking it might be the forklift job uh,
Hmm.
because I did suggest a warehouse job to Barney, and he did show a little bit of enthusiasm for it. I'm thinking maybe he has a plan to implement a warehouse job, and perhaps he wants to condition players to the idea of working in a warehouse. So maybe he'd boost a forklift job.
So what do you
That's
think it will be like double pay for the forklift or
Yeah, it's probably going to be double pay. Probably more more experience, more experience levels toward the job while you're working.
what do you think about the arms dealer job? Like what if he increases the amount of materials you get per each run? That seems
honestly
very
that was going to be
realistic.
my guess. Yeah, that was honestly going to be my guess that if he's going to boost a job, it's going to be the arms dealer job, particularly considering it's such a popular job for
Right,
nuclear
exactly.
staple of the economy, if anything.
Yeah,
Right,
and
it's a
that's gonna
very
it's gonna
commonly used
increase
job.
traffic in all of the material pickups.
It's
Yeah.
fine as long as we don't have public traffic IRL. It's fine if we have some traffic in SAMP. I'm really not used to not seeing cars outside. Let me just look at cars in SAMP at least.
Yeah, but it is nice being able to drive from point A to point B in 5 minutes. It's nice,
Certainly.
but the price of the energy is probably going to go up if the arms dealer does get a boost in the materials.
Well, we saw that with the fishing job for like the week that the double experience and the double pay rather was being applied in the fishing job. Squallow prices went up basically double, like 700K.
Right, and now the energy prices are starting to rise because of the drug smuggler job. I
Precisely.
it's like affecting the economy on like a very high level, and I actually think it's a really good idea to have a job boost once in a while. It's like bringing life into the game, and players are happy about it, and everyone has something to do this time. So I think it's
Right,
pretty a really good concept that Barney came up with.
It's a good
right.
way to stimulate the economy, certainly. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a weekly thing, something to keep the players engaged.
All right, so about the double job payments, it doesn't really have to be a job, guys. It can be like any future in the server that may be getting a boost. So we're not really sure if it's a job. I mean, that's maybe what Barney meant by the material running, because it's not exactly a job, because you can do it as a craftsman, you can do it as an arms dealer, so it's kind of
Mhm.
like different. So maybe that's our best guess to say that the material running will get a boost.
I think
And
that's a pretty solid idea.
right, and also something that we must mention is the server security, which will definitely be getting a boost in the next update. There will be some new features that will make sure that our players are safe from all the hackers or account breaches, and I think
That's
that's actually not something you see on any SAMP servers. So we are really making a breakthrough here. What do you guys think?
I think
I
this is
I would
very good.
definitely agree that security is a very important issue in our times, particularly due to the fact that a lot of countries are currently on lockdown. We've seen an increase in cybercrime and keylogging. I have personally met two, three people who have had their accounts hacked, not here, granted, but on other SAMP servers. And so, yeah, I think it's very important to increase security to make sure our
Right,
players are feeling
exactly.
safe
Yep.
and happy.
And it's not only SAMP servers. Now that everybody's on lockdowns inside their houses, hackers are getting very active, not only on SAMP, but everywhere else. It's much dangerous to surf on the internet, because literally not most of the people in the world right now are sitting at home on internet. So
Exactly.
like it's pretty, I don't know how to say it, but it's like the times have come where security is much more important than before, and everyone has to pay attention to it. Which is why we suggest that all of you make sure your passwords are unique. Never use the same passwords for different platforms. It's not a good idea
Yep,
when it comes to SAMP and everything else. Always have unique passwords. Do you have unique passwords, Jack?
I do. My password is the Lawless Podcast. Yes, just
Yeah.
keep a different password. Don't use the same password on your forums as you do in a game. Because I ran into a problem where I used the same password for both the forums and in game. I logged into a server that I didn't know about. I thought somebody that was very important. I thought they were telling me to log into the beta server, but it was actually a fake beta server. They got my password, and I nearly lost my account.
Exactly. This is why you should always be careful and on the lookout. Now, something that I must mention, something that is very exciting, something that John doesn't know about, and he's just about to find out. Something that me and Jack have been looking forward to is possibly Barney coming onto the podcast. Now, nobody, most of the server has not heard Barney before or seen him talk. So this is what I'm going to tell you guys. Get this podcast to 75 likes, and you will be seeing Barney on here in about a week or two. That's what I'm going to say. John, what do you think, John?
That's that's fascinating news, Kent. I would definitely ask of our viewers on the forums or on YouTube to smash like so we can get Barney on for an interview.
Slap like, boys. Slap like.
Yes, please show your support. Please show Barney that you really want him on.
Do you think we're going to get to 75 likes?
Certainly.
Yes,
Yeah, I
definitely.
think so as well. Everyone's going to want to see Barney here.
And it would honestly be very interesting to hear from the owner. I think he's never gone on a public platform to speak and talk about his side of the story of how it is to run a server.
All right, now for all the loyal listeners who listen to us all the way till now, I've got something to say. There will be an Easter egg somewhere in the podcast. If you find this Easter egg, we will reward you 50,000 materials. So that's something to look forward to, which will be in every podcast. The prizes will be different, but they will be, trust me, really good.
By the way, if you have any questions for either myself or Kent, you may send us a private message and your question might be featured on our show.
And also, if you would like to be a guest on the show, you can also message us, giving us a reason why we would want you as a guest, what you can contribute to the discussion, and you may be on on the show one day. Well,
Please
that
tell
has
us.
been it. A big thank you to John for coming on. It's
Happy
been
to.
lovely having you.
Thank you very much. Happy to have been here. Certainly.
And we will see you next Friday.
Yes, indeed. You guys have a great day. Hope you enjoyed. And remember, show your support in the thread by liking. Remember, get us to 75 likes and we'll have Barney on.